G'day guys, this is part one of my visit to the Australian Diecast Expo held last Saturday on the 23rd of November 2024. Let's take a look. Okay guys, I've just arrived at the Diecast Expo. It's here at Rosehill Racecourse in Sydney. So I'm going to queue up now and hopefully we can do a lot of filming and find something to buy. Stay tuned. So there was a bit of a queue. I arrived about 9:30. Looked like a couple of hundred people in front of me. At least the scenery was pleasant. Some sculptures of horses and manicured gardens to look at. But it was very hot in the sun. So here we are, almost at the entrance to the expo. It was a relief to get out of the sun and get under the shade. So let's go in. Okay, so after queuing outside for about 30 minutes, I finally got inside. Entry was via a gold coin donation, which in Australia means either a $1 or a $2 coin. When you paid the money, you received a raffle ticket. They were calling a raffle every 40 minutes to win chase pieces. You also received a wristband, which nobody was putting on. I must say this was a real challenge to film this event. They were sporadically playing music over the speakers. Some tables you couldn't even get to because of the crowds. And there was a real issue for me in the lighting. The overhead lighting was really putting a lot of glare onto the video. So anyway, I did what I could. This will be a two-part series. We're looking at some custom work by Guy Martin. I've never heard of him myself. Maybe you guys have. Had some nice pieces on display there. There was also a custom car competition where you could only paint the cars and change the wheels. We'll see a bit soon. So yeah, throughout this video I'm going to have to mute the sound here and there because of the music. But I've left as much as I can of the natural background sounds in the video. So here's some contestants in the custom car competition, names, ages, and names of their displays. So anyway, I'm not going to talk much throughout this video. I just want to do this intro, and I'll pretty much let the video roll. So I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I just oh yeah, but for some special cars for GDMs or something like that. Yes. Yeah, so I think that's the reason why it's get resin.
Oh yeah, you got that one.
Green A78. Green A78.
That's awesome.
Hot Wheels
And you guys what, come from Hong Kong? Not China.
I actually opened up one of those.
Uh-huh.
Oh. So much details in
So much, yeah.
too much, man.
Yeah. I got one.
Okay, in a minute you might notice some cars outside there through the window. In part two I actually filmed those cars, so don't worry, we'll get to them. Now they're selling sample bags here. And inside a sample bag was 4 premium cars. 2 Cadia House and Mini GT or something like that. And 2 exclusive Oswheels cars, both Calais. One was like a champagne colour and one was silver and black with a blown engine. And also in the sample bag, there's the store there selling them. Also in the bag was a sticker, a lanyard and a poster. So for $200 I passed up on it. It was just way too much for me.
Also, just to let everyone know, if you've been following all the socials, especially on Oscars, they're going to unveil the new wrap on the handful livery over in the Oswald's corner. So if you want to come down and check that out, they're going to do that in about 5 minutes. So come down and check the new Oswald down there.
On the same?
Yeah, the Bunnings one. This is basically the Bunnings club.
Take a photo together.
He wants that.
And
I was hoping it was. I said, oh, did you go bring it against me? Should have.
Come down here. Or you can stay there, stay there.
these dioramas were quite impressive actually. They were going for $100 each, but I was really amazed at the detail inside. And most of them were Aussie themed. They had Aussie model cars inside them. So I can imagine how much work this guy's put into them, and he had hundreds of these cubes. Yeah, really impressive. It's great to see this. It's not often you see a Holden Commodore with the Marlboro livery, because tobacco sponsorship has been banned for years. So it's great to see. Mad Max Interceptors, don't know how much they were. Yeah, as I was saying previously, it was quite difficult to film this event. I just waited for gaps at the tables and I sort of got in there and did a bit of filming and got out straight away. I didn't want to be in anyone's way. You'll notice a lot of footage is people's waist and below. I didn't want to intrude on anyone's privacy by filming their faces. There was also a lot of kids at this event, so privacy was paramount. I didn't want to cause any problems. Here's one of the very few fire trucks I saw at the whole event. Not really my style, that one, but it was good to see at least one. It was difficult because one eye was looking through the camera filming and the other eye was searching for die-cast fire trucks. So I think I would have looked a bit like Marty Feldman with those bug eyes. Shout out to Big Keg, Rico and Paul at Witch City Collector. I know those three are really into VWs. There were heaps and heaps of Aussie die-cast cars from brands like Carlectables and Trax. Maybe Biante, I'm not sure. But definitely Trax. There was a heap of Trax models. And plenty of Australian touring cars for Mark up there at Newcastle. You can see some of the prices. I can't see them because I'm doing the editing through my phone and the picture is quite small. So hopefully a few of the price tags come up. There's an example of all the Aussie touring cars there. onto the tracks models. There were heaps of these. Nice old pickup from Welly. Nice diorama. A couple of Ford Falcons, I believe. Yeah, plenty of things to look at. This is more my style, the vintage stuff. Who else likes vintage stuff? Diecast Looney, Michael, and Brian from Brian's Diecast Thailand are into vintage Matchbox. So I'm sure they'll be enjoying these. I sort of got sick of seeing the same old Hot Wheels and Matchbox, table after table. So it was good to see some vintage stuff. Quite crowded, as you can see. There was a lot of shoulder checking. And unfortunately, a lot of women brought prams to this event. Now, I don't know why you'd bring a pram, why you'd bring a baby, because you're flat out walking through the aisles without bumping into each other. So prams were a real nuisance. Some women would park their pram next to a table and you couldn't get to it. So I think in a minute we're going to see a twin pram. Here it is here. Look at that, it takes up half the aisle. There was a cafeteria, so why not just go and park your pram over there and sit there with a baby and let the men do their business. Not sure what the go was with these Ford Falcon Utes. They're all painted the same. They were $25 each, so that was quite reasonable. Yeah, I've got that old Blitz wagon from Trucks, sorry. Some more Trax models. Not sure if that was a Transformer truck or not. Yeah, it was really great to see all these Trax models. It's not often you find this many in one place. So many different colours and models and vintages, cars from the police department, the ambulance service, taxi companies, service vehicles. Yeah, really great display this one was, and it went on and on and on. It's a couple of random things. This silver Monaro or Kingswood. Not sure why it looks like that. And this display case had its own little lighting system, which was really great. Yeah, very popular event this. I didn't realise there were so many diecast collectors in Sydney. Really great to see. Lots of competition though. Shout out to my mate down in Tasmania, KC. KC used to be a tow truck driver in Sydney yonks ago. He's told me about it in his comments. So I hope you're doing well, KC. There's some Land Cruisers, possibly. It's hard to tell through this little phone screen while I'm editing. Still walking along the tables, looking at the Trax models. Lots of Fords, Holdens, Chryslers, Valiants. I think pretty soon we're going to come upon the emergency services vehicles. There's a nice red ute there. A nice one-ton ute there, a white one as well. Falcon utes. Here's the police department section. Looks like they're New South Wales Highway Patrol to me, but could be wrong. The livery looks very similar to New South Wales. I think a few of these were like going for 60 or 70 bucks. There's a few ambulances. How often do you see a six-wheeled ambulance? In Sydney, not very often. So that was a very special model there. You can see how it's a little bit difficult to get to some of the tables. You've got to walk around people, but you know, you've got to expect that at an expo like this. People are all excited and want to see the models and buy stuff. You know, I'm just filming, so They've got as much right as me to be at the table. There's some larger scale Australian touring cars. Lots of stuff here for Mark. These things can go for like $300 or $400, these 1/18 scales. Shout out to Michael at Diecast Looney. I've seen this Monkey Mobile a couple of times on his channel. Really cool model. Yeah, you can see how many people are there now. Very hard to get to the table. I think we're going to have a look at some trucks here. Yeah, some semi-trailers. These were from Neo, I believe. Neo, yeah. Yeah, these were really nice. Again, to the larger scale Australian cars, these are collectibles. I'm not sure of the scale, probably 1/18 or 1/24. But again, they're around $400 or $500. I was so glad that someone was selling these old catalogues. Not that I bought one, but it was just really nice to see. Yeah, just a bit of variety, not just cars. There was actually some books and stickers and catalogues. This guy had a real odd selection of cars in these crates. He actually had crates and crates of cars. See them? Yeah, those bread crates, they put the bread, loaves of bread in them. He had heaps of stuff. So I'm sure some people went through every single crate. Nice t-shirt there, very colourful. There was so much stuff to look at, you just didn't know which way to turn. So I think I ended up going around the whole expo about 3 times. First time I went around and just filmed as much as I could because it was still early. Second time I went around looking to buy stuff. And then the third and fourth times I just went back over what I'd already filmed and missed out on previously. So some of the stuff you will see twice in this video. But yeah, a really challenging video to make. There's a bit of a scene shot, a crowd scene, sorry. Shows you how many people were there. These bins were specials. It's always good to go through them. I did go through some of them, hoping for a fire vehicle, but failed. Lots of guys had backpacks and trolleys and all sorts of carry bags. They came prepared to buy heaps of stuff. It's funny how the carpet also resemble like roads, random sort of road patterns on the carpets. Even a few Formula 1 type cars. Auto Worlds, you don't often see Auto Worlds in Australia, only at these sort of conferences. So apparently this was the very first Australian Diecast Expo, according to what I've heard. So I'm really glad to have made it to the very first one. I would have loved to have got a sticker. Yeah, I used to have that one when I was a kid. I would have loved a sticker saying Australian Expo 2024, but I couldn't see any. I know they were in the sample bags, but I wasn't going to pay $200. So anyway, guys, this is getting near the end of part 1. I'll start editing part 2 soon, so hopefully it'll be out tomorrow, which is Friday, or maybe the weekend. But yeah, it's a real struggle to edit this video, trying to get all the sound out, all the music out rather. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look around the Australian Diecast Expo Part 1. Make sure you tune in for Part 2 whenever I release it. Have a great day, everyone. Don't forget to leave a comment. Alrighty, well, I guess I'll see you in the next video, Part 2. See you guys. Thanks for watching.